Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vibin. So guys, in today's video I'm going to talk to you about my experience with Qnet, what exactly I went through, may it be multi-level marketing, you call it a network marketing, whatever it is, what exactly is this stuff and what exactly you can expect from this. If you have got an offer from your friend, from your relative, from any of your colleague, so what exactly you can do or what exactly you can expect, you can see later in this video. And the purpose of making this video is solely because currently it's a very severe situation, very critical situation where a lot of people don't have job currently. A lot of people have been laid off from their job and are searching for job or hunting for job, and these kind of MLM company, network marketing companies are targeting specifically these kind of people who are currently unemployed, who are currently searching for job and are taking advantage of their vulnerability by selling them fake jobs, by selling them fake dreams, by selling them those plans which actually don't exist. So before joining Qnet, any MLM company, any network marketing company, you do need to understand what exactly goes behind this. So here I'll start with my experience. It was one of my classmates who introduced me to this program, so-called business, so-called whatever you can say, multi-level marketing company. So what usually happen is, so-called my friend, so-called my classmate, he usually used to upload his pics that he's roaming around the country, he's roaming around the world, maybe Malaysia, Dubai, Thailand. He used to upload random pics every 3 to 4 months, every 6 months you can say, twice to thrice yearly. And he used to tag all of our classmates in this, he used to tag all of his colleagues, he used to tag all of his friends, batches in this. And I am one of the person who used to be tagged in those kind of images. So already I had a good perception about him that he is doing something great, he is doing something well, he is doing something good. That is the reason he is able to fly so many countries throughout the years. He may be doing something good, he may be earning good amount of profit. That is why he could live his life, that is why he could enjoy his life. He can roam around without any tension, without any worries. And that is where the actual problem started. He used to observe that I used to like his pictures, I used to comment on his pictures. And he was not one of those close friends whom I used to talk daily or whom I used to call on a weekly or monthly basis, or even occasionally you can say. He was just a hi-bye friend. Like whenever I used to see him on a way, I just used to shake my hand and we would have gone on our path. That is the kind of friendship I had with that person. So the story starts from here. Like one fine day he just called me up and he started asking me, what exactly are you doing currently? What's your expectation? Are you happy in your job? So I was a bit surprised in the beginning that this person whom I'm not talking to for a long while, like it's been years that I'm not talking to him or I haven't contacted with him, he's randomly calling me up and is asking such details and so much enthusiastically he was asking that made me a bit spooky, I would say. So the conversation goes on like what exactly I'm doing in my life, what are my future goals, am I earning well, am I settled in my life, am I happy in my job. So yes, I answered him genuinely like I'm happy in my job, I'm getting good designation, good promotions, good hike you would say, I'm working for a good company, as well as I do a lot of small stuff side by side that gives me an additional income, so that is where I am happy. So whatever I'm earning, majority goes for saving, so I'm doing a good living. And after hearing my answers, he was a bit skeptical because he was, I believe, not expecting these kind of answers. I believe he was expecting more kind of negative answers like I'm not happy in my job, I want to switch my job, or I'm not getting well paid in my jobs. I believe these kind of answers what he was looking for. So I think because of this answer, he started cross questioning me like, is it enough? Is it enough for your living? Is it enough for your life? So I was actually a bit more surprised on this. Why is he asking me so deep question, and he's not even my close friend that he can actually question my living or he can actually question my earnings. So after listening to these things from him, I got actually a bit more surprised. Why is he actually questioning my living? Why is he actually questioning my income? Why is he questioning my earnings? Because we are not that kind of friend who talk daily or who talk on monthly basis where we decide, we plan about life or we exchange our ideas. He was just kind of a classmate, he was a good classmate. There was no enmity or anything such, but still if I'm getting these kind of questions from this kind of a random person, then it's actually a surprising thing. So by the time he asked so much of cross questions, I got very much uncomfortable and I was like, I wanted to disconnect the call. I believe he got the clue and he just turned around the conversation. He started asking me, do you remember these kind of things we did in school days? He started asking me for random people, do you know him? Do you know what he is doing now? What he is doing currently? Etc. etc. So that was kind of a relative question. So we started again chit-chatting again and I got a comfortable vibe again. Because personally I didn't have any kind of a grudge or any kind of a bad vibe from this person. Only his questions were not that kind of friendly or familiar questions. So I got uncomfortable. So once he turned around the conversation into a friend zone, I started a good chat with him. So it went on for half an hour. Then he started bragging about himself, like he's joined a business, he started up a business, it's growing well, he's getting a world tour opportunity in this business, he's growing like hell, it's like a money raining business. And even I started paying him attention because I thought that was the whole motto of calling me, because he wanted to show that he was actually successful in life. I believe that is why he started asking me the questions, so that he could just compare my life with him. So I just went with the flow. I was giving a positive vibe. I gave positive replies for him, like I was happy for him and stuff. So the chat went smoothly and it ended up in 1 hour, I believe. So that was a session 1 where he planted a big idea in my mind, like he is a successful person, he is enjoying his life, he's enjoying what he is doing, he is his own boss, all that kind of stuff. And showing a mirror about myself, like I'm stuck in a job, I'm getting a fixed kind of money, I'm getting a fixed salary. Whatever profit my company makes, I would just get a small piece of that. So that was the whole idea of this 1 hour call. So after a week or 2, he called me again, and this time it was session 2 of his, what we say, marketing skill, or session 2 of his product selling. So in this one, he directly came to the point saying that I have a very big open position in my organization, and last time after having a good conversation, I came to know that you have good potential, you are just wasting it on a job. I believe you are a business person, you are made for business, and etc stuff. Lot of build up came around in that way. So at that moment, actually I was very much confused and very much overwhelmed, I would say, because a person has seen so much of stuff in me just in one call, of what exact skill he may have seen in me, which I didn't see, my manager didn't saw, nor my parents saw till date. So at that moment, actually I was overwhelmed, but I was also a bit cautious, like why is he buttering so much? Because if he had stopped in the beginning, I would have actually gone with him, I would have actually trusted him. But when he went on for half an hour counting my skills, actually that moment I came to know something is wrong. He may need something from me, I believe an investment or something. That is why he is buttering up so much. Because we are the best judge for ourselves, we know how much capable we are. We cannot fill up our resume for more than 2 pages. How can he just go on for half an hour for the skills which we actually don't even possess? But at that moment I thought let it go on, because it is the first time that I would have heard so much of good things about me, so much of skill that is stuffed inside me, that too for half an hour continuously. I was actually enjoying the conversation very much, and even I was curious to know what exactly his business is, how much would be the investment and stuff. He didn't tell anything about investment, but I actually knew on myself that there is investment. That is the reason he's buttering up so much. And at the end, when he got tired of praising me, he asked me a very obvious question: are you interested or not? So I told him, if this business has that kind of potential which you're talking about, and if I had that kind of quality stuff inside me that you are going on for this long time, then I said yes, I would like to give it a shot, I would like to know about it. Just go on, just explain me what exactly is the business, what do we deal in, what exactly we manufacture, or what exactly we sell. So at that moment he said, it's a very lengthy business, it's a very complex business, I won't be able to explain it to you on a call. So it would be better if we have a meeting on this and we can just have a detailed conversation on this, and I will try to take an appointment from manager or sir, whatever he said, and if he is free and if he is able to come, he will explain to you on a very basic and a very clear way. So at that moment, even I was curious to know what exactly this business is, what exactly this earning opportunity is, where he is earning so much, he is roaming around the world, what exactly they are doing. I wanted to know that. So I said yes, I'm okay with it, I'm fine with it. Whenever your manager, your sir has time, you can book an appointment and I'll be ready to join. So that is where session 2 ended. So the next day he calls me up, he says that his sir is very busy person, his sir is very busy, he didn't have any kind of schedule for me, but still he convinced him for that, because this guy is one of my good friends. So in that way he convinced him up, he bought some time. So on Saturday Eve he called me up in one of the nearest CCDs, and trust me, majority of the meetings are done in the CCDs only. So yeah, I was all excited about this. I thought a big break, a big opportunity is going to come along my way. I thought that is what it's going to be. Because deep inside, everyone wants to be an entrepreneur. Everyone wants to start their own business. So if I'm going to get this kind of ready-made opportunity, so hell yes, I was ready for this and I was happy for this. So now the final time comes when I was actually going to meet these people. So I went in CCD at the decided time. My friend was waiting for me there already. So in the beginning, we had some kind of light conversation. We had good laughs. So later on, proactively I asked him, what exactly is this business? Please tell me, because when this person comes, so-called sir comes, I shouldn't be a fool in front of him where I don't know anything about this or this kind of industry. It would be a negative impact or a negative image of mine. So please give me an idea so that I can at least study on this industry. And if he asks me some questions related to this, I would be able to answer them. So he gave me a very diplomatic answer, like, I don't want to be a spoiler in your career, and I'm actually not that kind of well equipped to give everything about this business. But the person, the sir who is coming, he is a very mastered person on this. He is a very enlightened person in this field, and he would be able to explain you each and every bit in a very simple way. Still, I tried to ask this question in 2 to 3 different ways, but he was adamant on this. He didn't answer any of those questions. He said when his sir comes, only then they are going to reveal the business plan, business idea, or whatever the business is. So at last I gave up. I thought let him come. I came this along. Let's see what exactly this is going to be. And it was already 15 to 20 minutes. This sir hasn't walked in and we were just talking about random stuff and all these things that I was talking to you about. So I lost my patience and I proactively asked him, where is your sir? It's been 20 minutes. He hasn't been here. And I believe he was actually waiting for this question, because what exactly build up he gave me, or what all the things he told me about him, I believe even Prime Minister Modi wasn't that kind of important person if you hear this guy. He just started his lengthy speech. I believe he is a very busy person. I called him twice but he was in a meeting. Then randomly he started talking about his personal properties, his sir's personal properties, like, do you know this society? I said no, I don't know, I haven't heard. So he said this is one of the most posh locality or posh society in this entire city, and this guy, his sir, is having his own villa in this society. But to be frank, I was actually getting bored by this conversation, because even if he is a successful person, even if he is a big shot, because I don't know him personally, so I'm not interested in his life that much or even in his success. But if it's a person whom I know, my friend, my relative, my colleague, whoever it is, if they are growing, yes, I would be interested in the story. If I would be interested in the journey, I would be interested to know how well they are doing in their life. But if someone comes around and brags about his random boss or random sir, I actually am not interested in that, and I believe no one would be interested in that. And I believe even this friend of mine came to know that I was actually not interested to know what exactly his boss is earning or how is he living or how well he's doing, because my answers were like, okay, yeah, good. I was not practically asking any kind of stuff. So he came to know I was not interested in this, and I believe he started calling his sir or boss, whatever it is. So after a few minutes, this guy, his sir, comes in. We shake hands, we exchange greetings like a professional way, good evening and all. So that kind of professional environment was built up over there. And the first question he asked me was, what is your dream? So I believe lastly when I was in my 2nd or 3rd grade, that was a time when someone asked me this question so seriously, that what is my dream. After that, I don't believe even I asked myself what is my dream, because who actually asked this question in reality? In movies and all we see, yeah, this is my dream and all. In reality we have plans, like we have to buy a house, we have to buy a car and stuff and everything. These are plans, but we don't say like this is my dream, this is my sapna. We know this is a flow, we have to work accordingly, we have to work hard so that we can meet one by one each and every step. So this was the most unprepared question, but again a big person has asked me, a big shot has asked me, so I had to answer something. So I just randomly gave away a few stuff, like I have to buy this kind of car, I have to own this kind of house, I have to roam around in this kind of trip, and etc, etc. I just gave away some random fantasies that everyone has in their life. But after that he asked some general questions like, where do you work, what do you do, how much do you earn, and etc, etc. I thought, hasn't my friend told you about this? But again I thought he's a senior person in his age, in his career, so I believe he won't be keeping that kind of count. So I answered his question very genuinely, like what do I do for a living, where do I work, how much I earn. How much I earn, this question I didn't give him an exact figure, but again a ballpark figure I gave him, an estimate I would say. Once he got this data, I didn't have a singlest clue that he would do this. He started estimating everything, like if I'm earning this much month, if I'm earning this much in a year, he just doubled my income. Whatever estimate I would have gave him, he just doubled it. Like if I would have said him around 20,000, he caught it as 40,000. Even if you are earning 40,000 now, it means 10 years down the line you would earn 1 lakh, etc, etc. He just noted down. So based on the current work that you are doing, current salary you are getting, and with a good increment as well, it would take around so and so much years to get this kind of car, this kind of house that you're looking for. I got the idea. Indirectly he's criticizing the job, he's criticizing a safe and secure job. He's saying even if your job is safe and secure, but you're not earning well enough. At that moment I got little bit offended, but I didn't say anything because he's actually a big person, he's earning so and so much. As my friend told me, he may be coming from that kind of background where this kind of money won't matter him a lot. So I thought let him go around. He's not directly criticizing me, he's just criticizing a work culture. He's just criticizing that if I'm earning this much, I won't be able to meet up my dreams in my future at the correct time. So he just went on in this lane where he was pointing me out the current job that I'm doing, or current job that everyone is doing, is not a safe job. Anyone can be fired anytime, or if anything happens to me or anyone tomorrow, no company would look after you, or no one would look after your family. It's only you who have to take responsibility of yourself, who have to create a business, create a safe income, etc, etc. He just went on and went on. To summarize what he exactly wanted to say in last 45 minutes is that the job or safe job which we say is not safe If tomorrow we are fired or anything happens to us, if we meet with an accident or we have some kind of deadly diseases, our company or our job is not going to save us, is not going to feed us for life. So we have to go for an alternate income, a passive income, a business kind of income, which will suffice for a lifetime. In case of any accident, any diseases, it will take care of us and our family as well. We don't have to be dependent on a job. It would be a continuous bulk source of income. In a way, he made sense, because people should have an alternate income, people should have their passive income, so that in case tomorrow something happens, they would actually have some sort of good saving, good amount of money which would help them in their lifetime. But in the way he was putting it, it was stupid as well, because he was criticizing a safe, secure job, which is actually a major source of income for a lot of people. If you are getting negative in these kind of things and you are just looking on or depending on those kind of passive incomes, then that is not a wise decision. You should keep both side by side, you should keep both level by level. That is my point. So let us come back to this point. Sorry, I just went around. So let us come back to our main subject. Yeah, this went on for a 45 minute where he was bashing a job and he was praising a business. Once he was done with his phase 1 of conversation, where he made me realize that job is not a good thing, business is a good thing, he started with his own pitch. He started with his own business. So he took out pen and paper, he started explaining me the stuff, he started explaining me each and every detail. It took a while, but he made me understand each and every step, what business is, how it works, and he started pitching about Qnet side by side. That is the first time when they came around this word Qnet. Before this, no one of them told me about this business or this company called Qnet. Because obviously if they would have told me the company name in the beginning itself, in the call itself, if my friend would have told me about this company, I may have searched about this and I may have kicked off this plan. So very strategically, they saved it for the main part, they saved it for the main course, and they served it me in a hot plate. So yeah, I was very much clear about the business, I was clear about the business model. Let me tell you what exactly Qnet does is, it's nothing but a network marketing, a multi-level marketing. They call it a business, they call it self-independent business, self-selling, they call it variety of name, but end of the day, what you have to do is, you have to buy some product from them, you have to create a chain, you need to add 2 people under you, they need to buy this product, they have to make a huge investment, and when they do that, you get a big kind of commission from that, and once you get a commission, the person who has joined you, even he gets a commission from that. So it's kind of pyramid business or chain business. So in this business, they join 2 people under them. So suppose if my friend who is going to join me, if I'm joining under him, it would be his first chain, and he would have to join someone else under him, so it would be his second chain. So he has to create these kind of 2 chains, and the people who are under him, they need to create more 2 chains under them. So that is how the business works, that is how the revenue is generated. More and more people join, they bring more and more commission, they bring more and more fees, they bring more and more investments. But the funny thing is, the investment is really rocket high, their investment is really sky high. The minimum investment you need to do in this is, I believe, 2 to 10 lakh. Just by hearing the amount, my ears got struck. I was just actually numb. I was not able to even understand whatever they're saying. Their words were just flying around my head. So the guy was just going on with his sales pitch. He was showing me the Qnet website, whatever product they have, whatever things they organize. He was just saying like, we just roam around the world, we enjoy the stuff, and I'm earning 2 to 3 lakh per month from this, and it's just the beginning. Once I get more higher, I may make 5 to 10 lakh also. So he was all like, this is a very potential business, this is a business where we can grow very much higher and higher. But personally, I knew multi-level marketing from a very long time. I already had encounters with a lot of multi-level marketing companies. If I had any idea that this is an MLM business, this is a network marketing business, I wouldn't have actually even picked up the call from this guy. This is the harsh reality I'm telling you. So at that moment, I was very much uncomfortable, because I was just encountered with this random guy who is called sir of my so-called friend, whom I don't know, and is selling me such a high valued product, such a high rated product. So at that moment, I was just nodding my head and just wanted to leave that place. But again, he was just going on. And at last he came to the point and he just asked me, do you have a credit card? I said, no, I don't have a credit card and stuff. So he said that what you do, how much you save and all. So I said, it's kind of personal, so I don't want to disclose this. So he said, no, I don't want to know that. I just am asking this because I want to know what kind of plan you fit in, so that you can get maximum benefit from this business. So at that moment, I came to know I'm going to be slaughtered over here if I'm just going to say yes. I will have to take a stand. I would have to say no. May whatever be the implication of that on my friend, because he is his boss. If I'm saying no to him, if I'm being rude to him, obviously he would bang him later on. But at that moment I thought it's worthy enough, because I will have to think about myself, because he thought that I'm a prospective client, I'm a prospective lead, and lead me into this without telling me anything. So that is a kind of risk, or that is a kind of relation breakup I can take from him for this. So at that moment I told him I'll need time to think because it's a very big investment. I may have to talk to my parents, I may have to talk to my financial advisor, only then I can take a decision on this. So he asked me proactively, do you know about Qnet? Have you heard about this earlier? Because he was very curious. He thought that I am doubting on him. So he asked me this question, do you know Qnet? Have you heard about this earlier? So I said, no, I've heard about this for the first time. So he got very much happy because if I already know about the company, if I already know what exactly they are doing, I will never say yes, he thought. So when I said, no, I don't know about the company, he was very much relieved. He thought that chances of getting me in is very much high. So he said, take your time, but don't take a lot of time because there may be people around you or beyond you who will be waiting for this opportunity. If you are late on this, we may have to switch this opportunity to them. So in my mind, I was thinking, please do it. Please just give this opportunity to them. But obviously I can't say this thing to his face because obviously it would be rude and it would have implication on my friend. So I was still polite and very politely I told him, no worries, I will not take a lot of time. I'll just take a little bit of time and I'll let you know my decision. So he said, no worries, take your time. I'll be here. I'll wait around. You can talk to your parents, you can talk to your friends. But again, the lecture went on for 20 minutes like they won't understand the business. They are not that kind of smart people. You are the one, you are the chosen one, you are the enlightened one, you are the best, you are everything, everything, everything. So by that time, I was like just completely filled with everything. Whatever he was saying, I was just like a bouncing ball. Whatever words came to me, it just bounced back or fell off from the wall. So when he went on, I just went with the flow. I didn't wanted to argue with him. I didn't wanted to say, no, you are wrong. This is not a kind of business I wanted to be in. Because I knew in upfront, if I would have said no to him, he would have come around with the reasoning or something where he would have tried to convince me, where I would have get more uncomfortable in the situation. So I didn't wanted to go in that kind of situation. So I wanted the conversation to end. So I wanted the meeting to end and I could have gone home and I would have called my friend and said a big no after researching obviously on this, all the stuff and all. So at last he said, I will wait in a side by table. I have a call with my client. I would complete that call. By the time you can think about the decision and you can let me know. So once he left, I told my friend that please make him understand that this is a very big amount for me. This is a life saving for me. I can't decide it in like a kind of span of 1 hour. It's not a small amount for me. It's not like 500, 1000 he's asking me. He's asking me 10 lakh of amount. So I would at least need 1 or 2 days to decide on this. Please ask him that grant me this kind of days. Only then I would be coming on to a point. I would be coming to a decision. So at that point, even my friend came to know that I was not going to answer at that moment or I'm not going to go into this plan at that moment. So when he told these things to his sir, so his sir came up with a upgraded plan. He said, no worries, take your time, talk to your parents. But the meantime, this is our site, this is our form, just fill in your details. These are your credit card, these are debit card details, these are bank details. So that we can know that you are interested in this and this position is blocked for you. So it was at that moment I could see the greed in his eyes. I could see by hook or by crook he wanted to take out some money from me. He wanted me to shell out some funds because actually here he is the needy one. He is the one who needs these funds, because when I came to know later on, it is years after I came to know, this guy, this person actually himself is in lot of debt, because to maintain this kind of vehicle there are huge number of installment which he has to pay. He has taken a huge amount of bank loan and his income from this business is not a consistent one. If in 1 month he is getting 3 to 4 lakh, next 6 months there is no guarantee that he would be getting a single penny. And this I came to know year after from the same friend that I'm talking to you about. If you want to know about his story, I will be making a next video on this, because this video in itself has been a very long video, so I won't be including his part. His part I would include in next video if you are interested to know. So at the moment his sir wanted me to fill the form, he wanted me to give the bank details so that my seat would be booked in the business so that no one else take this opportunity. So at that moment I replied to him, actually currently I'm not even sure if I want to join the business or not. It's only after I do my research, it's only after I talk to my family, only if my family is convinced, only if my family is ready, only then I would be coming into this, or else no. So this statement I gave it him on his face straight away, because the last act he did, that was the level of patience that I could bear him, because start to end I was just listening to him, because that was his job, that was his something that he is doing for his living, that I can understand that he is trying to pitch. But the last point that he was trying, the last thing that he was trying to force on me, that was something he was crossing the line, and that's where I had to take the stand. And I told him very much clearly that currently I don't want to do anything in your business. I'm currently not interested in your business. Only after talking to my family, only if they are ready, only if I am convinced, only if my research backs me, only then I will join you, only then I will think about you. So when I told this thing, just one sentence, he packed everything up, he stuffed everything up in his bag. He just got up from his place, he said it was nice meeting you. I said the same thing and he just left. I think that was the point when he came to know that I am not going to be part of his Qnet. And once he left, my so-called friend, he started pitching me the same thing again. He said this is a very big opportunity, this is a life-changing opportunity. Then he showed me around. He said that you see these people who are sitting, these are the same people from a company, these are the same people who are recruiting for the same designation. So if you don't join quickly or don't take a decision swiftly, these people will take away a position. So at that moment I said okay fine, because I didn't wanted to say the same thing that I said to his sir again to this guy, because he was right sitting there when I spoke to his sir in a rude tone. But again, if he's seeing the same thing, I believe the message wasn't clear. It may be my mistake, maybe I wasn't that clear on my part, so that is why he's pitching me again. So I said okay fine, let's go. So this guy, my friend, he came with a cab and I was on my bike, and the way he was talking like he is earning a lot, I thought he may have actually have a 4-wheeler at least, but unfortunately he came via cab. That is what he said. Nevertheless, I offered him a lift because his place was nearby my place. So I thought I can drop him on his way. That's not a big deal. So I just went on. So on the way, I asked him few questions like the trips that he do, the world tour that he has done till now. Is it completely free or you have to pay something? He says no, it's not completely free. The package we buy, the maximum portion goes around in package, but at least 10 to 15% we have to shell out from our pockets. So 10 to 15% is like again 10 to 20,000 based on that duration of stay. So they stay around, I believe, 1 week. So it's like 20 to 30,000 they have to shell out from their own pocket, even after buying the whole package from them for 5 to 10 lakh. So at that moment I came to know their package is bogus, their product is bogus, and the business they are in, that is completely bogus. So once I reached home, I was obviously more than convinced that I don't want to do this. But just for the sake of research, I just searched around for Qnet. Then there came around a long list. What should I tell you? I didn't even expect this would be the feedback. Everyone was negative on this. Everyone on the list was negative for this company, negative for this product. Overall network marketing, multi-level marketing is in a bad zone, in a bad phase, because people don't trust this company, people don't have a good review on this company, because people who are joining these people are not completely faithful with them, are not completely transparent with them. In this case, in my case, I knew I had to join people, only then I am going to get the income. And in my case, I knew I can't do that because I'm not that kind of person who is very much familiar or very much comfortable to take out money from others' pocket to fill in his old dreams. But yes, there are several people who do this for living and who are doing this good. But I personally am not that kind of person. I told all these reasons to them when I said no, and they in turn told me, don't worry, we will train you, we will help you to better your communication, we will help you to better gel up with people, we will help you to make good social circle, we will help you to make good connections, and in turn we will also help you to understand how to convince people, how to draw people to your project, to your business, to your product. But deep inside I know that I am not suited for this job. Deep inside I know I am not that kind of person who can do this. Even after training, even after learning, I can do this. Even now I can do this, I can try this, but I won't be satisfied. I am not happy in this. I cannot make anyone join into this business. I cannot make anyone join into some business where I need to take from them a big investment, and in return I'm not giving them a product that is equally qualified, because the product that is available in Qnet is not price worthy. They are selling watches, they are selling tourism package, they are selling air purifiers, they are selling a lot of products, but the value of these products are far less than what they are selling at. For example, a watch, if it is costing around 20,000 to 30,000, they are selling it for 5 lakh to 6 lakh. You can understand the difference. Even if a 30,000 watch is sold for 50,000, 60,000, that is well enough. That is, I can say, a marketing skill. But if you are selling a product 10 to 20 times of its price, that is a share loot, that is a share scam, nothing else. Because you cannot price a product such a high, there cannot be such a huge difference. There can be this much difference, you can say that is your marketing skill, that is your margin. But if difference come to this much, then that is a scam, nothing else. So the main thing is the product that Qnet is offering is not worthy enough the money they are charging it for. If I'm asking someone to join the company, if I'm asking someone to buy this product, so actually I'm asking them to purposefully pay a lot more for a product where they can actually get it in the market for far lesser amount. And trust me, there are a lot of issues that is going around in this company. Lot of cases have been registered against this company, but none of the cases will win against this company because this company is a legal company. They work in a legal way. If I wanted to make you understand on this, it is like they are having lot of documentation, they are having a legal proceeding, because the money collected from you, it's not for free. They are not charging for membership, they are charging for a product. For example, if I'm joining Qnet and if I'm paying them 10 lakh, against 10 lakh they are giving me a watch, they are giving me some kind of product, whatever product I want to buy. Maybe the value of product is just 20,000, 30,000, 50,000 and I'm paying 10 lakh for that. But again, I sign a contract where I'm willingly paying this money for this product because I think the value of product is much higher, even if in the market the value of product is less. So legally you cannot sue this company, legally you cannot go against this company because lot of cases are pending against this company. Lot of people have already queued up their cases, but nowhere people will get the money as a refund because they have willingly paid for the product. Even if the cost of product is very less, still they have paid this money from their own will. Company hasn't done a false advertising, company hasn't said that cost of this product is like 10 lakh, 20 lakh. They have kept the cost as it is, but you have willingly paid 10 lakh for this, and against this 10 lakh you again get a membership with this company, that if you're adding someone or if you're making someone to buy this product again, then once they buy this company product for 10 lakh, 5 lakh, whatever it is, you would get 10 to 20% of commission, and your upline, your sir would get again 10%, and so on and so forth. So basically, I don't think this is a very healthy business because you are asking someone to pay 10 lakh for a product that is costing just 20,000, 30,000, and from that 10 lakh you are just getting 10% and your upline is getting maybe 5%, whatever it is. You may get 20%, 30%, whatever it is. You are just getting 20%, 30%, wherein you are putting the complete effort, you are putting the complete end-to-end your reputation in line. You are making people to pay 10 lakh for a 30,000 product and you are only getting 30% out of that, and the main profit of this goes to the company. Whereas company only sold a product that is worth of 30,000. So personally, because I am doing good in my life, I am doing pretty much healthy in my life, so I don't think this kind of business I would be interested in, and I would be interested in joining people into this business and risking my reputation at stake and risking my life at stake, because there are a lot of instances where people have end up in hospitals behind these things. Because suppose in this case, if it wasn't me, if it wasn't some other person, and he would have joined this business based on my friend's recommendation, and after 2 to 3 months he came to know that he cannot earn anything because he is not worth for this business, or he cannot take out time for this business from his current life, from his current job he is doing. So obviously that person would have asked for refund from this so-called friend of mine, and obviously this friend cannot give him a refund because he doesn't has any money. This money goes to the company. So in that case, this person know that he cannot sue him because legally he don't have anything against him because he has signed the form, he has signed all the disclosures. So in that cases of revenge, when money is so big, when stakes are so high, people tend to go physical, people tend to go very much violent, very much brutal, very much lethal. There are a lot of cases where people have ended up in hospital behind this business. So the main point I want to highlight here is lot of people call it a scam, lot of people call it a fraud, is because when people are trying to join people under them, for example, my friend was trying to join me under him, he told me whatever the truth is because he knew I would research, I would come to know. But there are a lot of people who are not literate enough, there are a lot of people who are not well educated enough, who don't know how to read, who may not know the exact terms and condition of this. They may come under this, they may come under this scam, and the people who are joining them, they may say that you don't have to join anyone else, you just have to join the business and monthly you will earn this much money regularly. That is a scam, that is a fraud, but that is not a fault of the company, that is fault of the people who have made you join. So make sure you're sharing this video with whomever needed. Make sure you are sharing this video with the people who are asking you to join, so that everyone is aware of the business, everyone is aware of the business model, everyone is aware what they are going into, and no one takes a wrong decision. So guys, this was my effort to make you realize what exactly this thing is, how the things work, how the world works around, how exactly multi-level marketing, Qnet or any other business, multi-level business works. If you like the video, please hit the like button, and if you think anyone is in need to see this video, please do share. It may save them a life sum of income. It may even save someone's life. So guys, I'll see you next time. Till then, take care. Goodbye.